Hi, this is Reese from Creator Serum, and this is the third video where we're going to tie in from sales and now into the job management side as well, how they actually are woven together as well. And we do that just to, as a lot of people ask about job management, and we try and tie it in to help people out. There is a bit of confusion what job management is for a lot of clients. We usually tackle job management as like service industry. That helps out a lot, which is more like scheduling time for people to go out on the road, check something out and come back and maybe do a quote on it as well. Things like when people use job management and then they're saying, hey, we're in a factory and we're building something, that is more connected to assembly orders and manufacturing orders. So we kind of split those two things up as well. So a lot of people, when they ask for job management, usually if we say, are you going to be on the site or are you going to be service industry? And you can schedule on site, but it's the tool itself for job management it's quite big. It's got a lot of things to it. So we enjoy people to use more of the manufacturing orders process in the warehouse side of things because it's quite a simple process. Yeah, where job management is more like taking photos, more interactive and so forth. So I'm going to show you how that works. We'll start from the beginning. There's many roads for this one, so we're going to just again probably just show you a road and then work from there. So what we're going to do is create a sale straight away. So when a client calls up or via email, you can create a sale in here and we're going to take a quote. So the client, this may not be the process that you want, but you'll get the scenario where you can create a quote for a client, and so we're just going to do a call out. There it is there, and 1 hour, $400 for a call out fee. So we've saved and closed that particular quote itself, and we've now got a quote. So what we can do, we've added a section on this particular sales type to actually create a job offer. So what we do is we create a job from this particular quote. Yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to schedule this quote and see how the job itself is actually on the quote itself. So the next stage is to probably schedule the actual job to one of your technicians itself. So see here on the far right, it's unassigned, and we can design your own steps. We've got unassigned, assigned, finish, needs review, ready to invoice, and finish. Basically, you can create your own steps, but that's just a step for the technician to go through. Other things you can do is in that area there, you've probably spoken to the client itself at great lengths, and you probably want to, for example, add some things like task templates and say to the technician, these are the things you need to do. You can quickly on the sale itself go to the job and you can add a task. So I'm just going to find the task section and just go, please do this stuff. And so it gives them a task on his actual job. You can just quickly do that, or you can actually go to the items themselves, the job item over here, select that and say, look, the call out fees, these are the things you need to do on the call out feed, Mr. Technician. So that's what you need to do. The next thing you can do is you can open the job up, and that's what I said beforehand. It's got a lot of screens and information, and job management is used for a lot of things. So we would like to hide a lot of the things that you don't need to see, but it's there. So key thing is there's description for the guys to actually say what they said on the job. Attachments here if they want to upload it, and just the job items if they can add it if they want to. So there's a lot of things in this particular one, but you don't need to know everything here. Just use the things that are required for you. Next thing we'll do is I'm going to schedule this particular job, and we're going to look at this job on the weekend. So we've got this unassigned job here. So at the moment the job has no time on it, it's just unassigned, but you now will look at who can actually do this. So we've got Bob the builder, we've got admin person in here. So these are the gaps that they've got for the week, and but we want admin person to do it, and we just drag and drop the actual job into Friday. There it is, and we're going to do 7:30. There you go. So we're going to get them to a call out fee for that time and alerts the admin person that they have a job for them to do, and it's done. So it's now scheduled. You can now change it to schedule to assigned, or unassigned to assigned, on the job itself. So it's now allowing, it notifies the person that they're on the job. So when you look at the sale itself, you can see that the job is assigned and it's ready to go. So the technician would go on a mobile phone. So if, for example, the trusty technician would just simply go on the mobile phone. Here's the mobile phone. Look, there's the job, and here on his job board that he can do, and he can go through and work through the job. He can make notes on it saying, please do quote on 1, 2, and 3. So he can make some general notes on the actual job on his mobile phone app. So that's on the mobile phone app. He can, for example, add more lines here, and he can just say, yep, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, and I've done this. You can check them off as well. You can do bigger surveys and questionnaires connected to the actual survey itself, but we will hold off on this video because it's going to be overwhelming with all the things. Other things they can do, they can clock on, clock off, stop here. They can time on here as well. So they can clock onto your mobile phone and just start timing on particular jobs itself. So they can so we can time on 14. Yep. So whoops, do it again. Click on here, press play, and what that does is you can time on jobs, so they can time on it, and you can see how long time they had it on the job. So let's stop that. Go here. So we're going to refresh this sale. So what happens is this quote itself that you have, the quote that you had just here you can now see that it's on a job. You will be able to see everything from their clock on, clock off timer, so you can see how much time they spent on it. You can then get a costing of that. You can also see that the tasks themselves are complete. Other things you can do is you can do beautiful Gantt on there if you want to, and you can organize it and design a nice Gantt chart for rollouts and different things that's on the quote itself. So when the guy comes back from the call out fee, he can add all the things they've got to do to quote on. So he can start saying, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, and add tasks, and you can schedule those tasks and create another job from it. So we're going to just now go, yep, he's given me a lot of information. You can look at the job, and you can see all the description that he had on the job, any attachments in here saying, please quote ABC, XYZ. So you're like, yep, no worries, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to create a job, another quote in here, and I'm just going to click on that, add the quote here. I'm just going to do a bundle for the heck of it. He wants 4 of those bundles. And bang, I've now done a quote with a call out fee on there as well with more information and send it to the client itself. You can push it direct in, or as you said, you can create an invoice from here really quickly. I can create an invoice. Okay, so I've created an invoice with the call out fee, everything, and then I can send that to Reckin itself straight away. So that will help out with it. So send it Reckin. Close, and there you have it. There's the Reckin invoice, and you can actually pay the actual invoice itself. So you can pay the invoice here from the screen itself, from the job that came from the quote. You can invoice them as well. So that is all in one screen. So we did a quote. We got a technician service person to go through. We added a task template for him to do. He crossed it off. He then made some notes for you to quote on, and then you could actually quote on it, then create an invoice. So the key thing we have there is that most applications are everywhere, and it's very hard to organize your brain. So when you get a technician out, you've done a call out fee, but then you can quote on that, then you can invoice it. So when the client calls back up, for example, you can look at, for example, this sale in here, and look, and you can see that was the sale here. And when you see the sale, you can see, oh, there was a job here. The job was 180615. You can see who the technician who did the job itself, and you can see all the notes and really all in one spot. So it really makes it easy and very fast. And it's the technician will have a mobile phone technician to time and do everything he has. So that helps you in one spot with Reckon, and also send the invoice. So that helps you straight away to manage your jobs with also invoicing. Hope that helps. Any other questions, please don't hesitate to call us. Thank you.